Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Apocablog. Day 1430, I believe, of saying, just another day in the life of COVID. So, here are some headlines that I just randomly plucked from the news. Not so randomly. Twitter censors announcement for massive pro-Trump rally Saturday in D.C. Twitter mistakenly blacklists links to the Stop the Steal website promoting pro-Trump events. Ticket service Eventbrite blacklists Women for America First March for Trump. Twitter labels 8 Trump posts in 24 hours. So here we have social media, basically they're going to, promote this Biden LARPing president bullshit, and they're going to just erase anybody that dissents, including President Trump now. Now, all of this is happening when most of Biden's 221,000 vote margin gain in Georgia in 3 counties that received, comes from, 3 counties in Georgia that received $15 million from Zuckerberg-funded the Safe Elections Project. So now they're not just silencing the opposition, they're buying votes. They're buying elections. And they're doing it publicly. So what really needs to happen here is that the GOP really kind of needs to pull its head out of its collective ass and do to these fuckers what we did to Ma Bell back in the day. Now, on top of that, human piece of garbage, John Brennan of the Let Me Spy on the Senate and Lie About It Under Oath, and also Lie About Russiagate under oath fame, and apparently he's fucking untouchable because he's on CNN or CBS or whatever fucking shit pile he's on. But he came out and he said that if the cabinet and Pence had spine and patriotism, they would remove Trump with the 25th Amendment. Because, recounts are for fags. I mean, why wait and, see what happens? So now on top of it, they just want to, we're just going to get rid of all established norms, all precedent, because again, Trump is somehow, they're just nothing. None of the rules apply when it comes to dealing with President Trump. And on top of that, so the GoFundMe, while we're calling the GoFundMe for the whistleblower mail carrier from Pennsylvania, they just shut it down because dissent will be punished. You will be erased, eliminated. They will get you, even if it means, well, we're just not going to give you legal representation. We'll have the FBI throw your ass in jail for whatever. But and it's not surprising that it happened because at the same time, CNN's Jake Tapper suggests Trump supporters who won't accept defeat should have trouble with future employers. So they're once again saying it out loud, kids. They're telling you, you will comply. You will be assimilated. We are the Borg, and resistance is futile. We're going to get you one way or the other. And, it kind of makes you wonder, okay, well, what's the end game here? And globalist Klaus Schwab tells us, world will never return to normal after COVID. Schwab has continually pushed for COVID to be exploited to push for a new world order, claiming now is the historical moment of time, not only to fight the virus, but to shape the system for the post-corona era. However, he goes further in the book, making it clear that the financial elite will never allow life to return to normal, suggesting that rolling lockdowns and other restrictions will become permanent. Many of us are pondering when things will return to normal, writes Schwab. The short response is never. Nothing will return to the broken sense of normalcy. Oh, you mean like freedom? that prevailed prior to the crisis because the coronavirus pandemic marks a fundamental inflection point in our global trajectory. Pay attention to the words, kids. Keep telling you. Not in national or not an individual country or individual people's trajectory. No, global trajectory. So they're telling you we're pushing that one world order. Everybody suck that Chinese cock. Unlike certain past epidemics, COVID-19 doesn't pose an existential threat. So he's at least telling the truth about that this is just bullshit. He makes clear that the fourth industrial revolution, or the Great Reset, will fundamentally change how the world operates. Radical changes of such consequence are coming, and some pundits have referred to as before coronavirus, or BC, and after coronavirus, the AC era. We will continue to be surprised by both the rapidity and the unexpected nature of these changes as they conflate with each other. They will provoke second, third, fourth, or more order consequences, cascading effects, and unforeseen outcomes. As Delingpole explained in his column, The Great Reset, the Great Reset merely represents a repackaging of old globalist agenda that's been struggling over the last decade. Namely, technocratic dictatorial rule by a tiny elite, the Green New Deal, the gradual abolition of private property, guaranteed minimum wage that will see jobs replaced by robots, crackdown on personal liberties, and a curtailing of freedom of movement. And this, again, this comes after a senior U.S. Army official said that mask wearing and social distancing will become permanent, and CNN's international security editor asserted that the mandatory wearing of masks will become permanent, just part of life, and that the public needs to come to terms with it. Well, why do we have to do that? Because they need to, look, here's the thing. Everybody said when we brought China into the fold, or when Nixon tried that, it was like, oh no, China's going to become more like us as we trade and, they experience freedom. And that's not what's happening. We're becoming more like them. And so when they can make us walk around our cities in masks, we're simply being conditioned to just submit. That's what's going on. So pay attention and get angry and start screaming at your representatives. Because if they pull this off, we're going to be like the fucking Uyghurs in China. And I guarantee you, they're not happy campers.